We charged.
What's up, turd nuggets? So I got off work yesterday and I was laying on the couch. I was having a beer. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning, of course. And I started thinking about it and I was like, man, I really enjoy doing these YouTube videos. This shit is getting really addictive and I have some awesome ass fans. Like somebody's gonna find me in a closet someday, like scratching my neck with a fucking camera in my hand. Just one more video, man, I swear. Like here in 2 years, I'm gonna have to go to YouTubers Anonymous. So I wanted to start my video by giving a shout out to Jason. This guy is my first official Patreon subscriber. He's donating 12 bucks a month, which is a lot for a cop. You just bought me a 6-pack of Guinness, and I love you for it. So if you guys want to check him out, I'll put a link to his channel in the description below. Thank you for your dedication, brother. I appreciate it. It's really weird having a paid subscriber to your channel. Like, I feel like I should be giving this guy a fucking lap dance or something. It is time to talk about society's biggest cockroaches, cop blockers and sovereign citizens. Am I being detained, officer? Yes, dumbass, you are. There's a ton of videos of these weirdos online. Now, if you don't like cops because you just had a few like bad run-ins or whatever, like I'm not talking about you. I can still leave like a good lasting impression on you. I'm talking about the people that just solely hate cops just for no fucking reason whatsoever. I'm talking about grown-ass men that have nothing else better to do with their day other than stand on the corner with a camera. I'm sure everybody's heard of Cop Block and all that. For those of you that have not heard of what a sovereign citizen is or you're not familiar with them, sovereign citizens are basically people that live in the United States that claim that they do not recognize U.S. law. I bet you'll recognize that fucking jail cell. And what's funny is I would love to see one of these guys try that kind of shit in North Korea. If you went to North Korea and you tried this, you have balls the size of Brazil. Unfortunately, here in the United States, it is perfectly legal to be a dumbass. Now, before I start my rant on these redheaded stepchildren of society, let me just throw it out there, I am one of the most laid-back cops you will ever meet. It takes a lot to piss me off. I'll stand there and joke with you and make you laugh, and I'll laugh, and then you get a warning, and we all have a good day. However, I do like a challenge, and I love eating cop blockers and sovereign citizens for breakfast. I don't care how big of a dick you think you can be, I promise you I can be a bigger dick. I will give you a dick buffet. Okay, that one right there sounded really bad. I hate when I see new officers totally freeze up whenever they come across one of these like in-person keyboard warriors. I, however, put both my hands together, I look at the clouds, and I thank whatever power might be above me for blessing me with today's dumbass. And what kills me is like the first words out of their mouth is always, I know my rights. Oh, do you? That is fantastic. How many amendments to the Constitution are there? And they always give you this like blank stare. Exactly, shut the fuck up. An asshole while I'm doing this rant. I promise you I'm not one of those like power tripping cops, but I cannot stand these two groups of people. If you hate me simply for the fact that I wear a uniform, then fuck you. You don't know me, bro. A lot of cop blockers are actually really good people. They just don't really like authority, whatever. I get it. Sovereign citizens, however, are much more dangerous. These guys are notorious for like shooting cops on traffic stops and shit like that. Like they will do whatever they have to do to get away from a cop. It's pretty bad when the FBI classifies you as a domestic terrorist. That means somewhere down the line, you fucked up. And I love watching the video compilations of these guys getting owned in court. When you walk into a courtroom and you tell the judge that you do not recognize the U.S. law, you might be a dumbass. If you don't recognize the law of the land that you live in, go to Peru then. Go to Antarctica. Go fuck a polar bear. It takes a special kind of stupid to hate all cops whatsoever. These are probably the same type of people that hate certain races based on stereotypes. Think about it. How is it any different to hate all cops than it would be to hate like all Mexican people or all black people, whatever? Yes, there are cops that should not be cops. I can agree with that. But there's also janitors that shouldn't be janitors. There's teachers that shouldn't be teaching. And there are singers that shouldn't be singing. People hate cops because we are a sign of authority. And unfortunately today, people think it's cool to oppose authority. I would have had my ass beat if I ever would have talked back to a cop, and heaven forbid if I would have resisted one. I don't care if you think you have been wronged. Go to court. That is what court is for. Don't battle it out on the side of the road with a cop who's about to electrocute you because you won't stop. Why have we lost self-accountability in today's society? I don't get it. If you fucked up, you go to jail. That's the way it works. Nobody thinks anything they have done is wrong these days. And it's weird because these cop haters are always telling people that thank us for doing our job that they call them bootlickers and shit like that. I'm sorry your life is so screwed up to the point where you have to hate me, but get your head out of your ass. When I go to work at night, I do not stand in front of the mirror while I'm getting ready and I'm like, whose day am I going to fuck up today? Whose kids am I going to have taken by defects? When I put on my uniform, I can't speak for anybody else. I cannot speak for anybody else. When I put my uniform on, my sole intention is to come help people. That is my job. That is what I signed up for almost 10 years ago. I got into this because I wanted to help people. I've never had one complaint of racism. I've never had one complaint of excessive force. I come to work and I do my job, and I love the people that I'm around. I love my community. I really do. But if you hate me just because I wear a fucking uniform and you're gonna give me hell, I got something for you. The moral of today's story: don't be a cop blocker, don't be a sovereign citizen, don't be a dumbass. Guys, thank you so much for the support. Like, comment, subscribe. Deuces!